I buy a lot of beauty products. I review a lot of beauty products here on my channel, and I also use up a lot of beauty products. So if you were curious, what are the products that I'm using in my daily routine, makeup, skincare, hair care, etc., then you are in luck, my friend, because in this video, we're gonna be going through my luxury trash. That's right, these are all of the beauty products that I used up in the first 6 months of this year. I'm gonna share them with you today. Some of these are my holy grails that I repurchase time and time again, and some of them, well, they're gonna stay in the trash, okay? So if you wanna hang out with me today and hear about all of the beauty products that I finished up this year, then keep watching. Okay, so I wanna start off strong with some of my favorite hair care. I don't get to talk about hair care a lot on this channel because, I don't know, hair videos, they just don't get as many views as new makeup videos, but I do get a lot of questions about how do I do my hair, what do I use on my hair, how do I style it, etc. So I want to start off with this fantastic product, and I actually have 2 bottles here that I finished up because, man, do I use a lot of this product. This is called the Kristen S Dry Finish Working Texture Spray for all hair types with a soft matte finish. This is what I use to give my hair a little bit more, well, more texture and lots of volume. I have very thin, fine, like limp hair, and since I started color treating it, like it has a little bit of a wave, but there's like not really much to it. So I do like to curl it, I do like to crimp it, and this is what gives me this kind of like nice volume, this tousliness, if that's even a word, this texture. This stuff is so great, and I was so sad because I used to use this stuff from Garnier Fructis that was like really cheap. It was like $4. It was my holy grail. Sadly, they discontinued it. So I was looking for a replacement and I found this at CVS. I've never heard of this brand before, so comment down below if you really like this brand. Maybe there's other products that I should try. I found this at CVS and it's not cheap, but it's not like luxury hair care expensive, if that makes sense, because as you can see, and I just recently started using this, I go through this a lot. So I wanted something that wasn't going to be crazy expensive. So this is amazing. I wanted to start off with this because it's probably one of my favorite products that we're going to be talking about today. And yes, I already bought another bottle of this, and yes, it is in my hair today. I just love kind of spraying it all over the hair, and then I put a little bit at the roots, and then I just kind of pump up my hair like that, and you get this like beautiful, like sexy textured effect. So if you have fine hair, if your hair is a little bit limp, you know when your hair is like a little bit too clean and you can't get it to stay in a bun or a ponytail or something like that, this is also really good for that. And then in combination with that product, I like to use this hairspray. This is the Sebastian Shaper hairspray. This is the zero gravity one. So it gives you a really nice, light, natural hold that is not sticky and not crunchy. They also have one that is a stronger hold, which I also have for more of like buns and that kind of stuff. But if you're looking for this type of more, you know, not crunchy, flexible type of hold, this is really great. I used to use cheaper hairsprays and I was like, oh, it works just as well as like the salon brands, etc. I told myself that, and then I went home and I used my mom's hairspray, this one, and I was like, oh, darn. It's so much better. It's so much better. I love this stuff. Thank goodness the cans are so big because I use so much of this. I love my hairspray. I need it. Once again, my hair is fine and limp and just so annoying, okay? So this is also really good. And yes, I also repurchased this and the other one that has a little bit more hold to it. And by the way, if you happen to be enjoying this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you are new here, hi, my name is Sophia, and welcome to my channel that is all about having fun with luxury beauty. I upload new videos just like this one every single week. I do a lot of makeup reviews, fun and helpful guides, you name it. So if you love luxury beauty and skincare, you are in the right place, my friend. Hit that subscribe button to join our fam. We seriously would love to have you. And as a quick reminder, friends, all the products that I'm talking about in today's video and all the makeup that is on my face today, it's all gonna be linked down in that description box down below. I do use affiliate links, full disclosure. And with that, let's get back to the rest of my year's empties. Okay, 2 more hair care products and then we'll switch it up. We'll talk about some skincare and some makeup. These 2 are some of my absolute holy grails when it comes to conditioning my hair. This one right here is the Verb hair mask. This is just so great for hydrating and detangling the hair. It says hair mask, but I just kind of use it as like a daily conditioner. My hair, because I use so much of the hairspray and the texture spray, etc., it can get a little bit tangled, or if I've had it in like an updo or something like that. And this does a really great job of detangling my hair without me having to, like really rake the brush through, because I don't want to get a lot of breakage, because once again, my hair is very fine. It's such a good product. You can actually buy this at Sephora, and it's a little bit more affordable than some of the other hair care brands at Sephora. I've noticed that. Really great for every day, or if you want to get even more nourishment to your hair, you can leave this in for like a couple of minutes while you do your other shower things. The other one that I have right here is my go-to leave-in conditioner. This is the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Heat/UV protective primer. So this is going to protect your hair from the heat styling, but also like the UV rays. I don't know if those do anything, guys. I'm not like a scientist. I'm not big on like the hair care, but I have my go-tos, and this is also a really great product. You spray it in your hair after you get out of the shower, you comb it through, and it just makes my hair so baby soft. It looks very nourished. It doesn't look dry. It's very hydrated, but it's extremely lightweight. In this line from Bumble and Bumble, they also have an oil. I think it's called Invisible Oil. That product is good, but just because my hair is so fine, it is a little bit too heavy for my hair. So if you have fine hair, I would recommend this one. This is the primer. It's even more lightweight, has kind of like a milky texture to it. I would get this one. Also with the spray bottle, you don't have to get your hands dirty. You're literally like, and then you just brush it out. It's so easy. But maybe if you have curlier hair, more textured hair, drier hair, thicker hair, then I would probably look towards the oil format. I'll be honest, there's just a little bit left in this, but after I film this video, I'm gonna be packing for vacation, and the rest of this is gonna get dispensed into my little travel size bottle. So it's gonna be empty, okay, by the end of the day. Let's transition over into some body care, okay? And this next product was gifted to me. I'll try and point out if anything was gifted to me. So far, this product was gifted to me. This is from Necessaire, and this is the body retinol. So it's supposed to, promote like skin cell turnover and all that good stuff. I have to be honest, I did really like the texture of this. My boyfriend and I shared this, and we actually both enjoyed it. It's very lightweight. It's something that I think would be good for the summertime. The only thing that I don't like about this is the price and also the packaging, okay? The packaging is so cheap, guys. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. This looks like something that you would get from Walgreens or CVS, and not in like the bougie sections, okay? I know there's some like nice high-end stuff at the drugstore, but this just feels so cheap. And guess how much it is? It's $55. That is so expensive. And I hate to be mean here, but like, look, this rubbed off within maybe 2 days of me using it. So I do really like what's inside of it, but I just don't think it's worth the price. So I have not repurchased this, and honestly, I wouldn't repurchase it. I think you can get just better stuff elsewhere. Here's what I would purchase instead, and this was also gifted to me, full disclosure, but I did really like this product. This is the retinol body cream from Chantecaille. Oh my God. I went through this so quickly, I used this up. Not that you need a lot, I just used a lot because I really liked it. This is the Rose de Mai body cream with retinol. This is very pricey, but you are getting beautiful packaging. Like, you got this weighty glass component. I love to display this on my bathroom vanity. Like, it just looked so chic and luxurious. The formula of this has a light texture, but I feel like it's a lot more nourishing and hydrating to my skin than the Necessaire one. I have to be honest. I also really like the lovely, oh gosh, I can smell it now, the lovely sort of light rose water scent of this. It smells so good. It's the kind of scent that it's not too strong. It's very elegant. It's not going to interfere with your fragrance that maybe you're going to put on for the day. It's very light. It's very refreshing. No one's going to be like, whoa, you smell so overly perfumed. It's not like a powdery rose either. It's really nice. So this is something that I liked a lot better, and it still has the retinol in there. So you're still kind of getting a lot of the similar skin benefits. I know that Chantecaille, they usually do their Sylvie sale in July. So it's coming up pretty soon. So this might be something that I pick up in that sale. Hopefully they still have it in stock because I actually did really enjoy this. If you don't want to pay the ridiculous price tag for the Chantecaille body cream, because I know it is so expensive, I get it, guys, then I would highly recommend this other one that I used up. This one was also gifted to me. I know, I get gifted a lot of like creams and skincare. I don't know why, guys, but that's just how it is. And I love to test them out. I really do. This is the one that I'm talking about right here. It's the L'Occitane, what is this? Concentrate de lait, almond and flowers milk concentrate. Pretty much any of the body butters or body creams and lotions from L'Occitane are a good bet. You get this gorgeous glass component, not unlike the Chantecaille one, but this is like a third of the price. They have a couple of different scents. This one I want to say was limited edition for the holidays. That's why you see this kind of like little festive design. And this was a mixture of that classic almond scent mixed with like wildflowers or some sort of like floral scent in there. It smelled so good, but I also like just the regular kind of milky almond scent. The only one that I haven't liked, which I haven't finished up yet, but I eventually will, is the Artichaut. It's supposed to be the one for like cellulite or whatever, but I don't believe in any of that stuff. You can't get rid of cellulite by rubbing a cream all over your thighs, but it had nice moisturization. I just didn't really like the smell. That's the only one that I haven't liked so far, but man, I love these. I've gone through a couple of these within the past year or so. So this is what I would recommend as a more like affordable alternative to the Chantecaille. Moving into skincare, here's a product that I've purchased many times over. And yes, I already bought a new bottle. Actually, I bought a bigger bottle of this because why not, okay? It is the Biologique Recherche P50 1970 lotion. What is this product? Because this product has a cult following. There's also a bunch of different variations of this product, but it's basically like a toner that lightly exfoliates the skin and balances the pH of your skin. This is great to just kind of smooth out the skin. I feel like it's just like an overall perfector, but mostly I feel like it helps with texture and just kind of keeping everything balanced. My mom also uses this all the time. My boyfriend uses this all the time. Like I've gotten everybody on the Biologique Recherche train, and I will use this like a couple of times a week, maybe like 3 times a week, 4 times a week. It really just depends on how my skin is behaving. I think a lot of people have the perception that this is like heavy duty and harsh, but like I've never had a bad reaction to it. It does tingle a little bit on the face, which doesn't bother me at all. Like it doesn't burn. It's not one of those like super heavy duty exfoliators. It does have kind of like a strange scent. It's like yeasty. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't have the most pleasant scent, but I put it on right before I go to bed and then I just fall asleep. So I don't know. I'm not really bothered by strange scents. I like it for the efficacy. Okay. It's a wonderful, wonderful product that I use every single week. And yes, I have repurchased this. Oh, one last thing that I want to mention about this. You have to buy it from like a spa. You can't just get this at least I don't think you can just get this at like a Nordstrom or a Sephora or something like that. I'll link it down below. I'm sure you can find it other places. It's not sketch at all. It's just you have to get it from like an esthetician or whatever because it's a spa brand. So I thought I would mention that real quick. And now for a Chantecaille product that I did not get in PR. I purchased this with my own money and man, this was a bougie purchase, okay? I think I bought this last year, if I'm not mistaken, in the Sylvie sale because this baby, oh my goodness, I'm like almost embarrassed to say how much this is. This is $420. $420 for the Serum Intense 24 karat gold or 24 karat gold Serum Intense, whatever it's called. I bought this serum. It is infused with gold. I'm still not really sure what it did. I don't think that I will be repurchasing this. That's all I'm going to say. I'm sure there's a lot of great skincare and science and ingredients that are in this, but I used it very, very regularly and I didn't really see any noticeable effects on my skin. I don't know. I didn't notice it. I really didn't notice anything dramatic. And I feel like if I'm gonna pay $420, I need to see something a little bit more dramatic. I want to ask all of you, if you've used this, do you think it's good? Maybe somebody out there who has, you know, different skin concerns or more mature skin or something like that. I'm 30 33, and I've got like dry skin, I've got rosacea, I've got some fine lines and stuff, but it hasn't gotten too crazy for me yet. So maybe this product just, maybe I'm just not using this at the right time. I don't know, but I wouldn't repurchase this. I think it's a lot of money for what it is. And I have a lot of other great skincare that I've been enjoying, just like the Biologique Recherche, that I do see a noticeable effect from. Surprise, surprise, I also used up a jar of creme de la mer. I love this stuff. I know it's very expensive, but it does take me a pretty long time to use up a single jar. And I've mentioned this before to you guys in like my Sephora recommendations videos. I really only buy one jar a year as well, because I just don't feel like I need this level of hydration and nourishment in the summertime. And especially now that I live in Dallas, it's just warmer, for a longer part of the year. I don't feel like my skin is craving this as much. So I definitely will be repurchasing this, but I'm probably gonna wait until the Sephora sale, the holiday one, to get one. I didn't buy another one in this most recent sale because I was just finishing this up and I was like, you know what? I'm probably not going to need it. It's a really nice kind of rich, nourishing, calming cream. My skin really loves it. I'm not gonna give it up by any means, but I'm just gonna wait so I can get like a holiday deal because it is one of my favorites. I just don't need it right now. What I've been using instead during these warmer months is the RMS Kakadu Luxe Cream. I finished this baby up, and with all of these guys, I'm going in with that spatula for my kitchen, trying to get every little last bit in here because I loved this moisturizer. It's a little bit lighter. It has more of the texture of the La Mer. I believe it's called the soft cream, the lighter one. It's more like that. And this has some really great ingredients in it. There's peptides, there's the kakadu, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, the kakadu plum extract, which has a lot of vitamin C. It's like a major source of vitamin C, apparently. There's a lot of other good antioxidants in here. There's niacinamide in here. It's just a really nice moisturizer. It's $55, so it's not inexpensive, but I will say the packaging is really nice. It lasted me a long time. I do have a coupon code to the RMS site if you want to try it out. And I also was just noticing that they now have a travel size of this for $15. So if you don't want to spend the $55, then you can spend $15. You can give it a little bit of a try and see if your skin likes it. I've enjoyed all of the skincare, the new ones that just were launched this year from RMS. Haven't finished up the oil or the mist yet, just because it takes me a really long time to finish up an oil or a serum or something like that. But I have finished this one up, and yes, I definitely would repurchase this. They actually just kindly sent me another one. They didn't tell me, they just sent it to me. So thank you, RMS. But if they hadn't, I totally would have purchased another one myself. And then the last moisturizer that I finished up is this one from La Roche-Posay. This is from their Toleraine line. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this is the Double Repair Face Moisturizer. This was sent to me and it basically made me fall in love with this entire line. I think you can find this at a lot of drugstores, the La Roche-Posay Toleraine line. At least I've seen it here in my local CVS. I have the eye cream, which I'm slowly making a dent in. That'll probably be in my year-end empties. Fantastic gel eye cream. So simple, so moisturizing. I now have the face wash for this as well. It's just a great line. And the face moisturizer was no exception. It was just a good, gentle moisturizer. I think that this Toleraine line is supposed to be for sensitive skin. So it's supposed to be very gentle, very calming. So if you want something that's just gonna be baseline and excellent moisturizer that you're gonna layer up with your other actives, if you want something that's gonna be maybe a little bit more inert, I think you will like this. It does say that it has the La Roche-Posay Prebiotic Thermal Water, Ceramide 3, Niacinamide, and Glycerin. So some really great, nourishing ingredients in there. Just a good moisturizer. And this is also really good for travel as well because it kind of comes in this smaller, more lightweight squeezy tube. Next up, I have some products that are in kind of the serum category. This first one, I don't know where the empty went, but I know I used it up because I just bought a new bottle of it. It is the IS Clinical Active Serum. I don't have anything else from this brand, but apparently this is their most popular product. And this was recommended to me by my dermatologist. I just got a new dermatologist because I just moved and my skin has been going through a bit of a rough patch, okay, in 2024. more. My acne has come back. My skin was very dry at the beginning of the year. So she's just been helping me just kind of get my whole skin routine in gear. And she told me to use this, and she went to Harvard and she's my doctor. So I listened to her, and I've been using this now for maybe like 3 months or so. I just bought a new one. This is the first thing that I put on my face when I do my skincare routine. It has a very thin consistency. It's like water, and it's supposed to be good for like acne, redness, and hyperpigmentation, which are pretty much all of my concerns. It also has a little bit of like a tingling sensation. Like it feels fresh when it goes on your skin. So far, I really like it. I feel like it helps my redness, and my acne has been getting better. Comment down below if you want me to do like an updated skin routine or like a tour of my bathroom and products and stuff. Like obviously I have more than what you're just seeing in this video. So if you're curious what my updated routine is with all of my products, including the prescription ones, I would be happy to do that. So let me know. This is not prescription. It's also not cheap, but it did last me a pretty long time. Like you only need a couple of drops. I'm just taking a look at some of the ingredients here. It says there is some glycolic acid. There's bilberry extract, which is a source of lactic acid apparently, to kind of gently exfoliate. There's glycerin. There is mushroom extract, willow bark extract. There's a bunch of different things in here, but not too many ingredients. And I don't see any fragrance, and I don't detect any fragrance. So far, I really like it. As you can see, I already bought another one. And I think next time I buy this, I'm probably just gonna invest in the bigger bottle. The other kind of serum-y product that I used up is this one from La Mer. This is the Hydrating Infused Emulsion. I've talked a lot about this on my channel, but when I still have product left to demonstrate in my videos, I really, really like this. It's kind of like the rest of the Creme de la Mer products, except it's like a watered down moisturizer almost. It's something that works really well alongside other products in your routine, or if you are not using the super thick moisturizer, but you still want to get kind of like the same La Mer active ingredients, this is a really good option. I really like the way that this looks under makeup as well. You can use it as a makeup primer just to add a little bit of like, you know, moisture to the skin before you go in with the foundation. Like maybe you did your skincare a little bit earlier in the day. I also think it makes a really, really good makeup primer. And I was actually just thinking to myself, because I said I would repurchase this, but then I haven't done so yet. So I actually think that I am going to repurchase this. Maybe I'll wait for a little bit of like a deal or like a Saks gift card event or something like that. But I do think I'm going to get this because I want to bring a little bit more La Mer back into my life when I'm not using that rich cream. The Milk Makeup Cleansing Balm. This took me quite a long time to finish up because you really only need a little bit. This is what I use to remove my makeup, and then I usually go in with a double cleanse. I'll use like my Lisa Eldridge cleanser or my La Roche-Posay cleanser just to get the rest of the makeup off and cleanse my skin. I thought that this was very good. This was gifted to me, by the way, kind of like a while ago. Took me a long time to finish up, as I mentioned. However, I don't think that I will repurchase this, not because it's bad, but just because I do prefer a balm that is just a little bit more emollient. I really, really like the ones from Florasis, specifically the liquid one. I'm actually using their balm, basically their version of this right now, and I like that one better than this. But the one that I like the best, I'll put a photo of it up here and I'll link it down below, is the liquid one. That's the one that I would recommend. If I get sent stuff like this, I will use it up because I don't want to be wasteful. But I have to be honest, if I were to use my money and if I were to buy a cleansing balm or cleansing oil, I would get that one from Florasis. The packaging is really cute. Comes with like a little flower on it as well. Looks really cute on your bathroom vanity. So that's the only reason that I wouldn't repurchase this. I just have other things that I've enjoyed more. The Paula's Choice Hydrating Cleanser. This was gifted to me a couple months ago alongside some of the other products that are in this line. This is the Resist line. This is supposed to be for normal to dry skin. This was a very lovely, hydrating, kind of milky, creamy cleanser. I really enjoyed it. I definitely would repurchase it. The only reason that I haven't repurchased it, to be honest with you, is because I tend to buy a lot of my cleansers at the drugstores. cleanser. So I decided to get instead the La Roche-Posay Tolérane one that I mentioned earlier, which is pretty similar to this in terms of like texture and experience. So that's just me. Like for cleansers, I don't tend to spend that much money on them, and I usually just kind of go with whatever is most convenient. And then when it comes to like the serums and the moisturizers and the actives, that's kind of where I will splurge a little bit more. We all have our areas where we like to save, and for me, it's definitely cleansers. Not that this is super expensive, but I just went with what was accessible to me. But I would consider repurchasing this. And speaking of affordable cleansers, this is my favorite affordable cleanser for the morning time. This is my go-to. This is the CeraVe Renewing SA Cleanser. It's just a very gentle, everyday salicylic acid cleanser for the skin. And I like to use this in the morning because I feel like it really smooths out my skin to prepare it, not only for my skincare, but also for my makeup, of course. I want my skin to be very smooth so the makeup sits nicely on my skin. And then in the evening, I will go in with my oil cleanser and one of those more like moisturizing, kind of cleansing, nourishing types of cleansers. So yeah, this is my favorite. Nothing too fancy, but both me and my boyfriend use this and we just go through these like nothing else. Another product that I swear by, especially if I'm gonna be filming videos, taking photos, or if I'm just going out and wanna look my best, are the Lumify eye drops. Now I have what is pretty much just like chronic red eye. My eyes are always red. And listen, okay? I've talked about it with my doctor. I have other eye drops to tackle that and everything. But if I need something to just instantly make my eyes look less red, brighter, whiter, okay, not as like an everyday thing. I don't wake up in the morning and use these, but if I need something to just kind of brighten up my eyes, these really work. Like they work so well and so fast. If your eyes are looking a little bit red, they're a little bit irritated, pop a couple drops of this in and it really does the trick. They're safe to use, at least that's what the internet says. They're not harmful to your eyes. They never sting. They never ever irritate my eyes, and my eyes are very, very sensitive. So this is what I normally will use if I'm gonna like sit down to film an eyeshadow tutorial or something like that. Or once again, if I just wanna kind of look my best, if my eyes are looking a little bit tired. So I also used up one of these, and yes, I did repurchase it. The last couple of empties that I have here today are all makeup products. Yes, I do finish up makeup products. It takes me a little bit longer than the average person because I just have so much and I'm always reviewing and buying new things, but I do finish up some of my staples here. The first thing that I have here is the Tower 28 mascara. You all know I love this mascara and I really, really like the brown shade, which is called Drift. Yes, Drift. I finished up the brown one and I believe this one was gifted to me, but then I did repurchase one myself and so now I'm using that. This is the perfect brown mascara if you want kind of like a more subtle, more natural look. Really, really like this for summer looks as well. Again, if you're going for something just like a little bit warmer, more summery, maybe like a gold look. You have the Natasha Denona Golden palette. This pairs perfectly with like that type of a vibe. So yes, I did repurchase this. It's one of my favorite mascaras and it's very, very long lasting as well for kind of like that summertime weather. I also have right here two of my favorite brow products ever. Right here is the Victoria Beckham Baby Blade Brow Pencil. Love this stuff. I love that it has the teeniest, most precise little tip. It just makes it easy to really just kind of add makeup where you need it because I try not to make my brows too overdone, but sometimes I can go a little bit overboard, so this really helps. It also has a nice kind of blendable formula. It's got the little spoolie on the other end, so it just makes it really easy to kind of brush it out for a natural effect. And then this is my favorite brow gel. I've purchased so many of these and I'm really picky about my brow gels because I prefer something that's more of like a non-crunchy gel with a lot of hold as opposed to like a pomade or a wax, for example. And this one is from Blink Brow Bar London. It's a little bit hard to find, but I'll link down below where I get it from. Very easy to order it. You just can't find it at like Sephora or Ulta, for example. So takes a little bit of searching, but it literally is the best. I love the little wand. It's like nice and small and precise. And my brows will not move when I use this. By the way, I did get the new Victoria Beckham Beauty brow gel, brow gloss, and I am testing that out. So we're gonna see is it better? Is it just as good as the Blink Brow Bar London? I also have right here a concealer that I finished up. This is the Uma Beauty Stay Woke Concealer, and I feel like I heard so many people talking about this maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, and now I don't hear that many people talking about it. It is still a fantastic concealer. This is so creamy and hydrating. If you have dry, crepey eyelids or under eye area like I do, you should definitely check this out. My mom actually has this and absolutely loves it. I have it in the shade here, White Pearl T075. It's a little bit hard to find your shade because there's just so many options. They sell this at Ulta, or at least they sell most of the shades at Ulta, and you could also get it, I think you can still get this on the Ulta website, so I'll link it down below. I already have 2 other shades of this that I kind of need to use up, so that's the only reason that I haven't repurchased this, but it's still one of my favorite concealers ever. I know I don't talk about this that much on my channel, but that's kind of what these videos are all about, right? For me to kind of introduce you to things that I like to use both on camera and off camera. And this is a really, really good concealer. I also used up one of the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Concealers. This is the new one that I repurchased. I can't find the empty. I must have forgotten to put it in my bag and just like recycled it. So sorry about that, guys, but you can see here that I did repurchase a new one, and I repurchased it. Well, actually I repurchased 2. I repurchased my old shade, which was 2.5, and then I also got this shade, which is shade 4, and this is the one that I've been going for the most just because it's a little bit darker, it's a little bit less of like that extreme brightening type of effect, because this concealer already has a lot of light reflecting particles in it, so you don't really need to go for a shade that's slightly lighter than your skin tone. I would probably go with something that matches your skin tone a little bit more closely. And when I first bought this, it's when it first launched, and so I wasn't really sure, you know, like what shade to get. I got one wrong shade, and you guys know how it goes, okay? So I definitely will be repurchasing more of these. This is one of my favorite concealers alongside the Uma Beauty and a couple others that are in my collection. And it's also a great pick if you're looking for something to get in like a Sephora sale, for example. And with that, friends, the empties bag is officially empty. I hope that you enjoyed taking a look at some of these products that I've incorporated into my everyday makeup, skincare, and hair care routine. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these products. Have you used any of them? What are your thoughts? And what are the products that you buy time and time again that you use in your everyday routine? Do you have any recommendations for me? I would love to know. Subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, friends, I hope that you see some beauty in your day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.